So how do I learn about AI and where do I search for the information? Hey everyone, today I want to share something that I find really important, which is the sources I use to find the information. These are the sources that I use to stay up to date on the latest news about AI and also to learn about AI. In my case, mostly large language models, because that is the topic that interests me the most. I know this might make some content creators to roll their eyes, but I believe in being open and transparent about my sources. After all, I'm all for open source and sharing knowledge. I myself learned about large language models mainly by myself. I used YouTube, I read a lot of research papers and a lot of articles, and that's how I built my first prototype and learned all the basics about large language models. And initially when I did that, I thought probably I know nothing, and I'm learning so much through YouTube by reading myself research papers. How can I be even a little bit at the level of the experts or the people who work with this area in daily life? I went to a couple of conferences and I realized, well, actually, they're talking about everything I already know. I realized at some point that spending a day in YouTube gives me more than spending a day on a conference about AI. And this was a very big breakthrough for me. Of course, I had some guidance from my professors and assistant of my professor and from my supervisor, but it's not like they explained me the topics. I learned everything by myself. I got the maximal grade in my master thesis. So let me be open with you and let me help you in your journey and show you some places, channels where I search for my information and where I learned a lot of things. So the first channel I want to share with you is from Andrei Karpaty. And I think this channel, it does not have that many videos. However, the video quality is really high. The first video that he has is one of the most popular videos that really explains the foundations of how the large language model is created and different topics that are important to note when using large language models, mainly about neural networks. I think if you really want to understand how large language model works inside, it's amazing videos, amazing investment, amazing free course to learn how neural network works. And I found his videos really brilliant and not that hard to watch. Second channel is from the IBM Technology. And here I really enjoy their playlist for large language models. So they really explain how large language models work. Things like prompt tuning, prompt engineering, hallucinations, zero shot, few shot reasoning, all these things that are important to know in order to use large language model are explained here. All this is topics explained in a simple language for you to have a clear understanding in simple terms what exactly is going on inside. This channel is also very easy for a beginner. So if you know nothing, start from it, go video by video. The videos are short, so they're not that intellectually intensive. And little by little, you will accumulate the knowledge and construct a good foundation of understanding what is large language models, what is AI, what you can build with it. The third channel I'm going to share is from Berman, and here you can find things that are mostly related to the news about AI. I also think it is important to be in touch with what is going on, what is popular right now. He also sometimes runs some models, especially the most popular models. So if you want to be in touch of all the latest hot topics, this is a great place to look into it. The videos are also quite short and around 10 minutes, and they are quite often. So Matthew publishes every couple of days, which is good because it means that he actually catches on all the huge news and they are still relevant. Okay, and this is the last channel I'm gonna share of YouTube. It's called Prompt Engineering, and here it's a little bit more for people who would like to code. There is also some news and there is also some paper explanations, but I enjoy this channel for tutorials. So with Prompt Engineering channel, I really learned how to run a large language model, what are things that are important to do, understood what are the things that are relevant when developing an app, for example. So all these small pieces are here. If you want to develop a tool or you want to frequently code with large language models, this is a place to go. In this channel, he also tends to talk about all the latest models, latest tools, some kind of news. So I think it's very, very interesting and good channel to put into your source database. Lately, I saw surge of an activity in a channel called AI at Meta and also Anthropic. I think they will be starting publishing a lot of interesting materials. So this is something to check also. Now, the second source would be LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is an amazing tool to just check your feed and easily read some news. What I also like about LinkedIn is that recommendation systems really work well. So if you like some topics or save some posts, the recommendation system finds for you authors or blogs that would be interesting to you and would be relevant for the things you want to research on. One of these channels is Llama Index, and I really enjoy their when they share tutorials on very different areas and very different projects. There was a tutorial about different kinds of RAG, how to create research papers with AI. The second author is Philip Schmid, and this is a technical lead in Hugging Face. And I think Philip really shares with us about a lot of different updates which are relevant when working with large language models. So for example, Philip shared different documentations. I remember to see even some prompts, latest language models. So I really think this is a cool source, which is already very diverse, but in the area of large language models. Finally, my third source is Medium, and to the point that I have a paid account because I really love articles from Medium. I think they are great. There is a lot of great authors that explain very well different topics, complex topics and not complex topics. There is also a lot of tutorials that are connected to some Google Colab notebooks. So I really feel this is a great place to learn things and to be updated. So the first channel I want to share is from Louis Bouchard. The post he does is about RAG, fine-tuning, prompting. So there is a lot of different techniques that he talks about and that are relevant. There is an article about how distillation of the model and why is it important. And this gives you an overview that in one field, for example, if we only take RAG, inside there is so many things that we can adjust and play around with that can make the results so much better already. So yeah, it seems like it's only large language models. I'm not even picking the whole AI, and already in this field there is so much to do and so much to learn. And of course I have to share with you the channel of Youssef Hosni, and what I like about this channel is the updates of the latest research papers. So if you want to work with large language models, you will have to get used to read research papers. And not only you have to get used to read research papers, but you also have to be up to date with the latest research papers. And this is a great place to look what were the latest research papers on LLMs. So for example, the last week we have here an article about important LLM papers for the week from 11th of November to 17th of November. And what he basically does is just collects, in this case, 5 papers and puts the abstracts of these papers in here and assigns also a link to the arXiv page and the PDF. Super valuable, and it's not often to have a resource like this. It took me a while to find really good places to search for relevant papers. I even subscribed to his channel so that I can also get emails with all the weekly updates of the papers and really quickly go through the abstracts and see if there is something that interests me. So X, previously called Twitter, would be also something to look into. I will be honest with you, I'm not used to using X, but I also feel like the more sources I have, the more places I go searching to, the harder it is to focus on some information and more noise is around. So I'm not sure if I will ever start using X, but X has a lot of professors, blogs, groups that you can find, and even influencers in AI that can offer you relevant information. And I will use this video as an opportunity for you to share also your sources below. Let's help each other. I think it's so cool and so important nowadays to share the information and to help each other to grow together. It really fascinates me when people collaborate with each other without expecting anything, and everybody benefits from it. And I think this is what creates growth and the development into the future. So please, if you have some sources to share or to add, feel free. And I hope this video was helpful for you, and I see you next time. Bye.